add value, like a gift to what they're saying. That is the Nigerian men style, and I appreciate it. You understand? But sometimes, to those men who don't have anything, do not feel insecure by saying, I can't buy my girlfriend or my wife, what I know I really want to buy for her, but then you just keep quiet. Or no, sometimes take her to McDonald's, or even if it's just your house, buy one bottle of Coke, and those things are very, very, very deep. This is from a woman's perspective now. Show appreciation by talking. Nigerian men, start talking, start expressing yourself. It doesn't have to be a car or Lamborghini, and that is why men don't understand why they buy Lamborghini for their wife and she's still not satisfied, because it's not just you can't place appreciation with monetary value things all the time. Sometimes you need to go deeper emotionally. Women are emotional beings. You have to go deeper. And like I said, I don't blame Nigerian men, because that's most of us, that's how they were raised. That's why I keep talking to my brothers to learn how to express themselves. Sometimes they are forced to express themselves the way, this is how you should say it, this is how you should express it. And when they talk, like, I know this is what you mean, but I will appreciate it if you say it this way. I know what you're trying to say. It's just it's just how we were raised. Most of us, even women too, but going for the men now, this is how you need to do. And women, a lot of women these days, no matter the age, I would say from the age 50 years down, have serious self-esteem issues, serious ones. Not even about their body now. About if my friend is driving a husband bought a Mercedes Benz, I am still driving an Opel, or I am entering the bus or still taking the train. And women will flaunt it to their friends. The one flaunting it has a low self-esteem. The one listening to it also has a low self-esteem. So there's a lot of issues. And this thing has born out of the fact that it is what they have come to realize. Men are looking up to the ones who have something to show, either their body or material wealth. And so it has metamorphosized into other things. And a lot of our women have serious low self-esteem with so many things. You understand? So we need to start speaking to each other and appreciating each other. If your wife is not a size 0, tell her you appreciate the way she is, you love her. There are ways to do things. If you're going to the gym, there's a way you say it. Or if your wife is skinny because maybe she has thyroid problems, or it's just her nature that she doesn't just add weight, try and appreciate your wife. Try and appreciate your wife in the best way you can, without making her feel low or making her feel that she's not seen. Women need to know that they are seen, that they are acknowledged. Even if it's once or twice a year you do it. I'm not trying to put pressure, because men are under a lot of pressure these days. A lot of men are under a lot of pressure. That's the truth. A lot of men have mental health issues. There's so many issues going on, but that is how divorce is not going well. A lot of marriages are broken, people are separated, and then you're not raising a different generation. How do you think our children will not be in relationships? And that's where some people just find love in the opposite, in the same sex. You see what it has metastasized into? Other things. So men, Nigerian men, our men, I love Nigerian men. I appreciate Nigerian men. But please, you guys need to express yourself more. Express yourself better. Improve. Ask questions. Seek help. Drop that ego. Especially Benin men, their ego is taller than them. Drop it. Sometimes let the ego rest and come down from Mount Olympus, according to my brother Alex. Come down from your Mount Olympus. And women, that's self-esteem issues is a whole lot of work to be done.
All right.
Can I quickly add something? Okay, go ahead.
I think the women have been talking for a while now.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I think the women have been talking for a while.
If we not give them this chance now, they'll say maybe now we the right.
We don't give them a chance. We not feel allowed to take over the whole time. We don't talk. No, we give them time. They continue to talk. So we will talk now. Sure, they don't talk. They don't talk their mind.
Hold on, lefties, please. Hold on. Collins, somebody they give you one eye now for comment section. I put them for screen. Say you never marry. I know I may go make mistake, my brother. So, they give you one eye now. Now, so I talk and read down by yourself. He did there. Before you go, lefties, just wanted to ask a question. Please, 30 seconds.
Not be question, be one else. I just wanted to say, when Mr. Niger Watch, when you said to Collins that because he's not married, that he should keep quiet and listen. I personally, I want to push back on that a little. You don't have to be married to have some experience, you know. So we all need to respect each other. You understand? And again, I'm not here. This is not, for me, it's not a gender war. We need each other. I recognize, a lot of us recognize, you need me, I need you. But we need to respect each other. And I hear. Okay, all right. So I'm going to yield. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for bringing that here. Okay. For me, I believe if you have not, I don't know how to put it on. If you know you're not married, although you can contribute to it, but you don't have enough experience yet. That's why, people normally tell me,
Mr. Elvis, just like you've been corrected, it's not about getting married. There are a lot of people who are not married.
Something. Yeah, please, Mr. Lefty. I want to
Is
drop
that
my
Collins?
mail. That person can get me on my mail, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that person can get you on your where? Collins.
On my email.
We don't see your email now.
I want to drop it here on private chat here.
Okay.
All right, drop out for private chat. We'll go put out for the public chat. Make all of the email you.
And Faith Kess, please send a message to Niger Watch WhatsApp number so that I can connect both of you to talk. The phone number is right there. We'll not do this one, but
once that hook up now, once that hook up.
With the duo, he did there. That's the number. Send the message there. I'll pass you his email. That both of you will take it from there. Okay, let's move on.
Yes, as Omoyes Corners have spoken, I wanted to draw your attention to that. You don't need to be married to have experiences. There are a lot of things you can get experiences through readings. You can get experiences from everyday's hustle. You can get experiences from
that's
what
true, though. That's true.
You say, but Mr. Elvis reacted.
Theory, experience, and practical experience.
Mr. Elvis reacted due to his depositions, his directions of depositions. That's what made him react to ask him, "Are you married?" Because the way he was talking, he went ahead to say, "I had 7 sisters." So most of us knew that if you grow up in the midst of women, you must definitely be different. You cannot take that away. And if you grow up in the midst of men as a girl, you must also be different. There will be this pari-passu knowledge of mannishness in you because you know too much about your brothers and what they used to do or what they do. You'll be more smarter. And a woman that grew up in the midst of men is even more smarter than women that grow up among women because they know too much about the trick where women talks. They share together. So I think Mr. Elvis reacted based on his deposition. That's what I think. It's not. I don't think he was trying to insult him to say he should keep quiet.
No.
So I will take it from that direction. Now we've all allowed women to speak and we've listened. What we are talking about is not a gender war. We are talking about the cultural heritage and values. They are roots to life. Like Mr. Madam Momoye said, love is not enough for marriage. What is enough? Is love. When there is love, the word love covers understanding and every other thing. Let's not be biased here. We've got to where we are today. One, because our parents, most of our parents failed us. And we're going to get it worse. We're going to get it worse in the coming generation. I told us just a little story how some of us grew up. We have parental support. And you learn from them. Like, I would say kudos to Madame Oyeskona for going back to say, this is the family setting she grew up from. Many men, many of us, just like you said, many of us cooked. If you come from a very good family that treat men and women as same, it's not only the woman that will cook in this house today. The moment you are of certain age, you've been asked to go to the kitchen and cook. You will feed the family. It's not only your mother also that cooked every day. It's her duty to cook. But there are times when she's not at home, either because maybe she went to farm, my mother no go farm because we grew up in the city. Now maybe she go do her business. Somebody made a mistake, say they were all full housewife. They were all busy women. They were very busy and very helpful to the husband. There's nothing like full housewife in those days. You have a woman who have her farm. For those, I didn't grow up in the village, but I'm talking from experience. The husband has general farm. The woman will have her own. You call that one full housewife? She has her own farm. First of all, that goes to the woman own. The man, the general one, with the children. Then later, the children can assist her own farm, her own. This one not concern her husband. Anything from there is her own. Is it not her business? How is she a full housewife? But she's a full housewife. There's not like full housewife. All women are productive in whatever way. If a man asks a woman stay at home, don't do anything, it's because maybe she has the ability to say, madam, please, I don't want you to go to work. Don't. Whatever you want, I'll do it. That does not give room to say that she's a full housewife, she's suffering. No. There are rules. In everything in life, there are rules we must contain. No woman should overrules and say and get excuses and assault, put exception to the rules and claim knowledge of, yes, it is because of that. Just like I said, right from day one, the woman has the home. Those days, as we're growing up, you must respect your wife because she can kill you. She cook for you. She do everything. She's part of you. Everything you do. If you have problem, come to the home, talk to your wife. You share knowledge. But that does not say she should not respect her husband or want to be over possessive or want to be domineering or want to create the rules that the husband must follow. No. The man is the head of the house. As such, you must give him or that respect, even if he doesn't have anything, as far as he's your husband. And before you get married to him, first of all, you must have known something and understand that's why you accepted marrying him. Where did he get wrong? Why the misunderstanding? Where did it come from? So let not get it wrong. If the rules of engagement is maintained by you knowing your place, I keep saying women should know their place. If you know your place, no matter how useless the man is, it is you. It is you that is covering the man's shame. Remember when I started, I said, I instructed ourselves, including me. I'm not a beast, but I say we are beasts. Because, women, like some people take excuse now and say, a man that goes out. That's why I say beast. Some goes out, but they don't marry these women. You are the wife at home. You are the one bearing the children. What's your problem? Why are you looking at the man go to enjoy himself? You want to enjoy yourself? At 50 or 40, you will know the difference between man and woman. At 50, you don't feel born again. Man will continue the bond they go. You will soon know the difference. That's why you must respect the rules of engagement. You must respect the rules of engagement. A man and woman are never the same. But in marriage, they are the same. Love and understanding is the basic word. You must be able to understand the capacity of this man, his weakness. Both have weakness. And the man also should be able to understand the weakness of a man. But many men of today's, that's why we must also, just like Madam Omoyeskona said, we must look at it from both sides. At a time, many women started spoiling men. How did they start to spoil men? They now start buying men because they can make money with their bodies. Because they can make more money with their bodies, they started buying men. And you expect such men to love you. Now lie you, he not love you, now your money love. He want you to pass forward, he want you to climb. Because you know the rotten business where you they do. You know how you think they get your money. Some people say some successful men, no quality men. That's not true. Quality men. How many women are really successful when you go to the market? Let's do measurements. And let's look at how they get the success. If not through the man, their guy in the office, the manager. Let's go through it. If you want those resources, how many women really stood the ground and say, yes, they merited it? Few. Very, very minute few. The rest, we know how they get there. So no woman should use the word man, the successful woman does not have the quality. If Ali Baba said that, he's doing that for his business. Yes, they train women to have a good husband. Women were being trained then. If you behave like you don't get good husband, now they're with this. So the behavior of they not get good husband. Now they bring their way, they not get good husband. So we be say at the end, as so divorce. Because they connote, they not feel persevere, they not feel understand, they not feel put down themselves and humble and make the home. I go remember some women who carry their husband for street, he don't drink. Your husband go, oh, this man don't see drink again. Now your husband go, call me, go carry him, enter house, lock door. How many women go feel that? The marriage is still on, their children are still on. Why they don't run divorce? You know what it be divorce? Once you don't divorce for a woman, you don't be second hand. You get out, they look you. Not be mad, they take a look. So women should know their place and know their position. May they respect themselves. I'm talking to women now. Because you cannot compare the nuisance of a woman. You go take and compare the nuisance of a woman. Just like I said, you can marry 5 husbands. If you decide to say one put 5 husbands, wife for house, don't call her polygamy. You can marry 5 husbands. Since when they want to talk, say, hey, they not fit take this, now not fit take this. Oh, yeah, they marry 5 husbands same time. I think born so many children. One say, you go they born, they go for street. Yes, maybe born through way, they want feed the earth. But you, which shame come to man? They'll say you get 5 children from different mother. But you will be woman will get 5 children from different man. That woman, different man. Now, see where the problem for come. Somebody made mention of it. I think it's Madam Rita also. No, Madam Omoye's corner, because she spoke out of experience and she also married everything. I'm using her language to expand so many things. No, Madam Rita said that. He said love. When he said love is not enough, he said those days they don't know themselves. They join there together and they live for 30, 50 years. Now listen, let's analyze. I'm a virgin, you are a virgin, I got married. You know, our capacity is what we build on. We build on it. And I respected you. Now you take and go compare a woman who will go out with me, I be 4 plug. You know my capacity. Go out Elvis, 6 plug. You know Elvis capacity. You go out Machiavelli, 8 plug. Now, you don't get reasons for different machine. And he can't love me for 4 plug. But he lipido now for 8 plug. And if they want 8 plug, not be problem. But if now me 4 plug is satisfied with, you don't know about 8 plug. They okay with 4 plug. We go suffer the marriage our kaya. But when you don't go learn one thing from A, you go from B, only you, one woman, you gather bad experience for all men and their power. Now you want 1 or 2, but they don't love you, they don't want to keep you. Now let that thing where you they get from there, you they like. But the one way you love you, where you want to keep you, this might be good, but you see problem where from the rise.
Plug. So people don't confuse for
Bros, now the word where I'll feel use because that's not the major problem for marriage. Marriage and license to plug, to whip.
I don't understand this plug, all these plugs.
Me no understand though. Which one be plug again?
Machiavelli has 8 plug, 8. Israel has 8 plug.
Wow.
Lefties not explaining though. Lefties are taking us to a different direction. No, I don't understand this plug.
They carry us to go where we don't know.
You see, it good make we marry everything together because just like Margarita talk, he said love is not enough, but me they tell us now love and perseverance. Love now they bring understanding. Love now be oga quarter of all. And what is the big problem? What is the big problem today?
Ledoche went to cheat on his wife. What's that? Is that love? After almost 18 years. What are you saying?
When you say
Love is
cheat
needed
on his
in
wife, hold
marriage,
on, madam.
but it's not
Let's take
enough.
it.
Love is
Let's
needed, but
take
it's
it.
not enough.
Hold on, madam. Let's take it one after. This is where we'll be having problem. For Europe, they say they don't agree polygamy. Because of that, if you marry, you bond, or divorce, go marry again, bond. Then they marry, bond. They know they allow polygamy. Why? For Qatar, they accept polygamy if you marry four. You they hear divorce for those places like Qatar.
Leftists, you don't know. If you are around
No,
Muslim people, most of
hold
them,
on
they
now.
marry
Divorce
and
go there. You
divorce
they hear
at
enough.
play.
See, man
What are you
gets
saying?
man. Madam, listen to me. Now metabolism they look at. The way they take create man, he not get rest.
Oh,
We
you're
not
not
get
bringing a
rest. I
different
get rest.
dimension.
Yes, we must look at all
You're
areas.
bringing a different
Why
dimension
God
here.
create her like that?
You're not looking at biology as an excuse for men's inadequacies or treating their women right.
Look,
you're confusing a lot of things, sir.
we are not
Lefties.
confusing
Seriously.
anything. We are allowing women. Women, please. If you get married to a man, the man loves you very well. You know he loves you. You know he do. Please love him back. The man can never be perfect. The man is not always at home. It is the woman that builds the home. It is the woman that builds the children.
Is she a
I am
single
saying
mother?
it here.
Why is the woman? See, lefties, please juxtapose what you're saying to what is going on now, because people like you, what you're saying now, it's good, but what is going on with our society now? How can you solve the issues now? It's not by
How
saying
can
women
we
should know
solve
their
it?
place.
How did we
They should
get
know
to
their
where
place.
we are?
We
How did we get here, sir?
time.
Madam, how did we get to this topic? We got to this topic because of loss of identity. Loss of identity and loss of
You mean
values.
loss? You mean loss of identity?
Loss of identity, loss of values. Values
Agree.
with
Okay.
values. If you have value, you know your dignity. There are things you will not do.
Do men know their values today? That is the problem. Are the men we have today, are they like our fathers? The answer is no. That's what I'm talking. I said this is the modern times.
And now,
We should start talking about our values, but what is going on now? Our fathers
that
didn't
is
have.
that is why, madam. I understand. I'm still following you.
Some men are
Men
good fathers, but they're bad husbands. Some men
now,
are good husbands, but bad fathers. The
a
same thing that
woman
happens
that
with
loves
women too.
that guy, a woman that fall in love with that guy because he can dress, he can make dread. He has nothing doing. You want to compare it. You want to use such comparison. It is your taste now. You take what you see now. It is your choice now.
Men are insatiable. That's just the fact. It's a man's
No,
world.
it is your choice.
It's a man's
It is the
world.
choice you make. It is the woman's choice. Men will come for you because you are like honey. You are like a nectar. You are like a flower. When a flower is blooming, you see bees, a butterfly, all kind of coming to suck the nectar. They want to suck the woman and suck the sweet things away. So the one you accept is your fault. It's not me. They will come for you because you got what every woman, every man wants. So now it is you that need to be stable enough, be thankful enough to know the right you're going to open your door for. When you open door for, that one way sabi dress, sabi use sweet word. Love, I love you so much. Just to get you down. Who do you blame? Me?
Lefties, I'm not feeling what you're saying, Sha, but it's okay.
You will not feel it, oh. You will not feel it. You will not feel it, but it is the truth.
Lefties, let's hear from someone else, please.
Yes, I say I don't talk, I don't quiet.
All right, thank you. Let's God's Son the Great, Brother Nice, talk to us on this. What's your take on this? And I'm gonna bring some referencing out now by Yole Doche, his wife, his both their responses to each other, and then we're also gonna talk about showcase basket mat as well. But let one or two person talk to us before I move into that. Talk to us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Happy Christmas to you all.
Same to you, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard a lot. I don't know where to start from. So I don't even have much to say. I have thought about I spoke on this before on the I think it was Sister Emma's show. So I don't have anything to speak on, you know. And it's a very diverse subject. You understand? For me, it's both sides. You know, the both side. They need to work on the both side. You know, it's not one side. You know, if we said we should really judge, it's not one-sided issue. It's both sides. So that is just for me. So I just want to lay back and continue listening. I don't have much to say. Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you.
Let's hear from Peter Okundaye. Then after Peter Okundaye, I need to bring in some references. Talk to us. Good evening to you and Merry Christmas.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash and family. Happy Igwe Iselogbe to all. The reason why we get that voice as una right time this day is that we are no longer having marriage. What people have today is called manage, not marriage. Because those times you said, my sister said that when they did not know themselves, then bring them together. Most of those people that time, they have what they call marriage. Today, we are not distributing or online business people. Because if you are selling for poor, a poor did not price well, or a poor price, you sell, but if money could not catch enough, you are going to Matthew. Matthew could not catch enough, you are going to Philomena, just the men and the women. We are doing trading. We are not marrying anymore. So what we do is manage. First, let me put it before all of us. If not these white people who tell us that they don't marry more than one, our father married 2, 3, 4. Why? If you marry one, they said if the woman is able to convince all his children, they will be against the man. If you marry 2, they said the problem will be in that house. So for you, the man, to last, don't marry 2, marry 3 or marry 4. That was how you see them marry multiple women. Right from time, there was women who are not faithful to their marriage. But we have condition, what we call DNA. That is our tradition. And that was what made many people to run from Edo people marriage. That most of them don't want to marry to Edo. Because right from time, Edo have what is called DNA. That is what they call Eini. You make the woman to pass through some house notification that if you want to bring another man to lie on your chest, let the eyes of this family hold you down. So those things were fear, and it was practiced by most of all the Benin, the Urobo, where the Bakema or the Yesan and others. We are practicing it. All the Benin we are practicing it. It will be hard for you to find those that we are not practicing it. So those things were the fear that we are going through marriage. So because we are not doing marriage, if you want to marry a woman, I will tell you I'm a Christian. So you don't want to pass through the eyes of the house, so that when he can do anything she like. So we are just in marriage. And that is why today you see man married to a woman he did not really like or love. You see woman married to the man he did not really like or love. So because they want to do manage, when they manage themselves up to his time, they separate. They say we cannot manage this thing anymore. That is the divorce we are seeing. Now let me say the reason is that these days, if we want to solve the problem, don't just see a woman and say I want to marry you. And don't just see a man because he can have a head they call Rasta. You said he is not a fine boy. No. Did you said in 10 years' time, what will my children become? How are we going to put things together? Me, I am not yet married. Why? Because I'm afraid of women. Women are the second God and they are the second devil. So when I see a man beating a woman, I praise the man because I believe the man has a heart more than the devil. Because a woman that will cook for you, you don't know when he will put inside your food. If you tell her to eat from the food, he will eat the side that he did not put poison. Then you said it. So men should be very careful. the way they maltreat women anyway. But the manage is this: when they want to marry, before that, our fathers, if they see a person like basket man, woman will not want to marry him because he's a lazy man. Which job did the basket man have? Is it not to go and talk with Matt and they give him money? That our mother's time, if a man is talking, they say it's a lazy man, it's a talkative. No woman want to go to such man because they are looking for a man that can feed them, that can take care of their children. But today, the white people have made everyone to lazy. They bring what they bring from the Switzerland to blindfold everybody. So no one want to work, no one want to do anything. When they just talk, they become. Then when basket man could no longer talk and money that woman was eating from basket man is no longer coming, what did you expect her to do? She had to quit because it was managing. It was not marriage. So these are what we are just facing. The problem of basket man is that money he was bringing with his mat is no longer enough. And before, let's say, those of these women, you might know what they call wet and wave, 10 in 1 or something like that, attachment. So what they have now is now Brazilian hair, human hair, and it's 500 million in 500,000, 200,000, only for just one thing, and it will not last up to a month or 3 months. If we throw it away and need another 200,000. So will any man, if it is not even Dangote, we want to be providing such money? When you could no longer bring such money to the woman, what will the woman do? You go and look for another place that we have that money. So all these are things that cause divorce, and we say women are no longer faithful. The women were not even faithful before. It was just our tradition. Women were not faithful.
Mr. Peter Okundaye, I think you're going to have enough time to elaborate more on this later on, because I'm learning a lot from you, to be honest, because you are coming in the traditional side of this whole thing, because what we'll be talking about, since like what Moderator has been saying, what Omoye Eskona has been saying, and many other people here, is different from your own side. Now you are going in depth to analyze it in the traditional way, which I think we still need to learn from. But before that, let's showcase some things here, and take it from here. As you all know, this fight of a thing have been going on now between these people for a reason that we don't know. That is basketball there. After 12 years of marriage, they finally, divorce each others. So let's read together. Let's read together and take this from here. I also have videos that I'm going to be playing. Please help us to share. We're not talking about politics today anymore. In fact, we never planned for this as well either. But tomorrow evening, which is Christmas Day, we'll be coming for politics. When spirit lead us like this, we just change.
Elvis, now you cause this wahala. We go to ask question, no. Now you cause wahala.
I be not know say we go come like this. So to be honest, I don't know. So, but let's take this one from here, my people. Let's take it from here and see more to what is currently going on now. I don't know if you guys can you see that there? Can you read that? Let me see. The reading is a bit difficult. Yeah, I think they can read it. Yes. Okay, let me read from here quickly, before we go to the video. As you can see from the beginning, after 12 years, basketball wife end marriage. Okay, now the wife now end another basketball. Okay. Veteran comedian Bright Okposha, popularly known as Basketman, on Thursday announced a breakup with his wife, Essie Okposha. The Punch had earlier reported that Basketman celebrated Essie's 44th birthday anniversary around September this year, but failed to celebrate their annual wedding anniversary, which usually comes up in November. Taking to his verified social media to announce the divorce, Basketman wrote, as much as it pains me to bring my personal life to the public space, this is an unavoidable situation. After much deliberations, my wife and I have made the difficult decision to end our marriage. As we move forward separately, we will continue to work together to give our beautiful children all the care, love, guidance, and support they need. We humbly ask that you respect our privacy as we navigate through these times. Thank you, he said. That one was basket mouth. Okay, that was basket mouth right there. Before we move on to your Ledoshe, I would like us to take it from here. 1 minute, my people, because maybe you never know who is watching, who might learn from this. The same wife. Remember, they're supposed to celebrate their anniversary in November, but they didn't say anything about it. November passed. This have never happened before for the past 12 years. The first time this happened. So we don't know why it happens. Although we don't have the certainty yet what led to this, but we are hearing rumors. Some say basketman cheats allegedly, while some say the wife also cheated allegedly, while some say the wife complains, say basketman travel from one country to another country, they know they see him allegedly, while they still say basketman complains, say the wife is demanding so much financially. So, say once there's a rumor, things like this goes on social media, especially you that is involved, you did not come out to address it, to tell us the fact. Everybody keep please mute yourself. There's noise coming from someone. Everybody come up to say whatever they like. But for me, I like to believe or bring my informations on verified source, legitimate source, like I just show you right now from Punch newspaper. But like I said, back in November, the wife came up with a motivational video talking to people how marriage should be. I want to advise you people, before you get married, you must do this, you must do that. But although a lot of people lambasted on her on this video after Basketman came out to say, this woman, so he don't divorce me. Everybody went back to this video. One and one was so. Everybody, let me quickly pause the video first.
So let's talk about.
Everybody went back to this video. They go lambast on this woman. Say, so you don't they make life difficult for Basketman all this while, now you can't make this video. Why some still say no, it's things that she have been passing through. She came on air to talk about it. Even though at that time they never divorced, officially divorced. Okay, let's listen to what she have to say here, because we are going to listen to all of them. Then we start talking again. It's the only thing we are talking about today. I understand that Iris said we should schedule another day for this, another. We're going to have episode 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, if possible. But this one today, more you and you now once and for all. We're already learning from Madarita, Yes Corner, the men. At the end, we are going to come to agreement. Whether we argue, we disagree, we oppose, at least one of us or some of us will learn from what is happening today. I'm not sure anybody is watching me right now who will happily pray, God, I want my marriage to dissolve if you are married. If you are married. Or, God, I want bad thing to happen to my home, or prospective wife or husband. No. So whether you like it or not, you are learning from all of them that is contributing today. Let's listen to what Basket Mount have to say here, Essay.
Hey guys, so let's talk marriage. Yeah, marriage. So I'm going to be very realistic with you today. Before you marry that person, make sure you use your head over your heart. Don't want to say, oh, I'm in love. Yeah, I know. Love is important in marriage, but it's not the thing that should guide you. Yeah? Because love fades. And it's marriage. It's not a vacation. It's a lifetime commitment. Because the truth is, nobody goes into marriage hoping to get a divorce. So, marry someone that has sense. Now, you see that sense? That is the most important thing in marriage. To start with, you and your partner have to have the fear of God. You have to be prayerful. It's not a one person's job. Both parties have to be committed in prayer to make that marriage work. Yeah? And then there's communication. You have to be able to communicate with your partner in love. You should be able to tell your partner things that bother you without escalating issues. Don't always assume that they know. Oh, she knows that I'm upset, or oh, he knows that I'm angry. It doesn't work that way. Your partner is not Jesus Christ. Yeah? And then there's friendship. You have to be friends with this person you're married to. In fact, your spouse should be your best friend. You should share your jokes together, gossip together, share your problems together, have game nights, have date nights, and much more. And then, importantly, marry a kind partner. Marry a kind partner. Someone that will not say hurtful things to you when you're having a quarrel, someone that will not put you down, someone that will support your dreams, someone that will love your family as much as they love you, someone that will hate to see you sad or see you cry. Make sure you tick all these boxes. If not, you will suffer. You will suffer physically, you will suffer emotionally. Just know that you will suffer. And please don't ask me questions like, how will I know? You will always know, because the signs are always there. I just start sharing.
All right, una hear am. That one basket man, wife. Now you talk for them. We can advise people how marriage supposed be. You know, say make you marry a kind partner, this, that, and this, that. Okay. Everybody are going to listen to, what we've read, what we've watched, and we are going to take it from there. Let's quickly move on now to your Ledoshe. Your Ledoshe own that one don't take. In fact, that one I don't know as I want to talk that man Matasha, but still, let's move on. Thank you very much, my people. Help us to share this broadcast and like. All right, Yole Doshe's wife yesterday, just yesterday here, yesterday evening, came out on this. He sent this message to Yole Doshe. I mean, I don't know whether they live for the same household or but I'm sure they never divorced. All right. She came here. Let me start from here. Yeah, their wives, these people, all of them get better wife, beautiful wife. I mean, not there. Problem they come from. So anyway, me I not go talk past my lane. For my director can't deal with me now. Okay, let's move on. Unasiam, let's prevent our children from social media drama. May Edoche conscience yo. Okay, more read quickly. Unquote. This is also a passionate appeal to put an end to the constant show on the social media space where our kids are growing into unless it is absolutely necessary. Let's prevent our lovely children from all the incessant drama series that might take a toll on them directly or indirectly amongst their peers. May Edoche sent that. Wife of actor Yul Edochie, May, has insisted that she can't be cajoled into accepting polygamy, which she says goes against her beliefs, faith, and values. Okay, let's quickly go on. You can see here May's reiteration of rejecting polygamy is a direct reply to public apology her husband recently tendered to her over his decision to marry a second wife. Yul, who in April announced that he and fellow actor Judy Austin were married and had a son together, had on Wednesday took to his Instagram page to pen a long apology to his wife, to his first wife, May, for that action, saying that he had apologized to May many times. The actor again appealed to his first wife for forgiveness and assured her that his action wasn't to replace her. But reacting to the apology, In an Instagram post on Friday night, May said she cannot hate the father of her children, but insisted she can't accept what was never bargained. She wrote, unquote, I strongly believe that mistakes are a major part of human existence. It is our response to these errors that counts. In other words, forgiveness is one thing, the right thing is wrong is another. Forgiveness is the highest, most beautiful form of love. Mean. There is no love without forgiveness, and there is no forgiveness without love. Hence, my ability to forgive the mistakes of the past, present the future with respect to the issues on ground, is an the interest of my mental health and inner peace. She continued, unquote, I decided to stick to love. Hate is too great a burden to bear. I'm still very much incapable of hating anyone, let alone the father of my children. The fact remains that anyone can choose to practice polygamy but can't be impelled to accept what was never bargained for. To reaffirm my stance, now your wife still dey talk so, unquote, to reaffirm my stance, I will not be cajoled into accepting polygamy, which goes against my beliefs, faith, and values. I will not be numbered in a home that was started building with love, faith, tears, hopes, and prayers in a Catholic marriage of 18 years. Following a long-term premarital relationship. She continued, unquote, this is also a passionate appeal to put an end to the constant show on the social media space where our kids are growing into unless it's absolutely necessary. Let's prevent our lovely children from all the incessant drama series that might take a toll on them directly or indirectly amongst their peers. May God, in his infinite mercy and compassion, guide us all in the right direction. Merry Christmas in advance, everyone. That was just yesterday evening here. And this woman cried, come and so. You know? Although Oga himself still talk, now yeah, what do I call him? Y'all, that one, according to what they saying they talk, I never know whether that one are true. Saying go still marry another one again, he go get third wife in the future. This one, me not go talk put. I would like me gonna talk put, but let's move on. According to what we have here, I need to check for okay, you guys can see that. Good. Let's take it from here. Marrying second wife wasn't to replace you. Yul Edochie publicly apologized to first wife. Nollywood actor Yul Edochie on Wednesday pinned a public apology to his first wife, May, over his decision to marry a second wife. Yul in April revealed fellow actor Judy Austin as his second wife and also detailed that they had a son together. Does it mean that son they get on secretly? Now later he can't talk him. We'll talk down another question. We'll go attach join whatever we're going to be talking about today. Following that disclosure by Yul 8 months ago, many of his fans condemned his action while some others choose to defend him, saying that as an African man, the actor has the right to marry more than one wife. Reacting to her husband action at the time, May distanced herself from polygamy, saying that her belief and faith doesn't accept it. Yul himself had on different occasions taken to his social media handles to defend his decision to enter into polygamy, but has now decided to apologize to his wife publicly, saying that he didn't marry a second wife to replace her. The actor, while asking for forgiveness from May in an Instagram post, claimed that he has apologized to her countless times. He wrote, unquote, to my dear wife, Queen, me, your Edoche. Acknowledge that I hurt you deeply, and I have apologized to you countless times. I take the blame for my actions. I agree with you that polygamy shouldn't be forced on anyone. You never bargained for it from the beginning, neither did I. But I guess life happens. You already know the whole story. I didn't do it to disrespect you. I didn't do it to replace you. Not because I do not love you anymore. No, I have always loved you and I have always will. I have been a good husband and a wonderful father. I have supported all your hustle from day one, have been an exceptional father to our children to date, making sure they lack nothing and always dear for everyone. Out of 100, I've done 99 things right. Hating myself because one thing isn't best, nobody is perfect. I'm not. You are not. Nobody is except God. I assure you that nobody is trying to take your place. I have apologized to you countless times, sincerely from my heart. I'm sorry. Always love you and always will. You can write something there. Na Igbo, buto mo that one na Igbo language. I don't sabi speak that one. More than verse. We can live peacefully, happy and happily. Now, so it end that one. But wait till write for there with Igbo, so we know understand that one. If anybody can see it from there, any Igbo person, you go interpret that one later on. Meanwhile, who is that?
Naja, what he wrote is Butu. He said, "Calm down, just bring it down. Be calm."
Okay, okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. I know, say I get my people here. They go
Become,
help me.
become good woman. Good woman. He put me there, good woman also.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. They say when life is sweet, two of them, look, we see for here. When the love is sweet, not be small. I don't know whether the love does sour, but more you'll see. See love. Hi.
My sugar.
My sugar. My cockroach.
Sugar.
My rat and tea.
You was down. You was down.
My pineapple.
Sugar.
Love.
What God has joined together, let no man put asunder.
Well, when I hear that one, what God have joined together, let no man put asunder. When I see him, now April year they do this one.
You deceive that woman. You deceive that woman.
And this time, the other one don't get belly or he don't born safe. But this one never know. But in your talk, I just say what God have put together, let no man put asunder. So you talk more. So I'm not gonna do more, spend more on this. Now they are picking with this. I want to show them more.
An adult. So come back here, come. Why are you running?
Why are you running?
So remember everything I've taught you, everything I've told you. Go for my hand.
No.
Sing.
Okay. Let's say I can't run past my shadow. More could talk about this before we move on, my people. Lefties, easy. As you see, we don't try make we balance her now. Make we, we take on this side, we take on this side. So make everybody talk on this again before we round up. This one and the last one. I'll start with you, lefties.
Actually, as they show all these people their love and their lifestyle, me just begin to read another thing because personally, me not they follow all these people love lifestyle. I know they really like them. I they follow what I know say I go really gain a lot from.
What you can learn from.
Yes, also on our social media, people will be say they live their life on social media and they live their life on socialities. So whatever they do, now for a reason. Why the woman go follow him? Why not follow me? Why not follow somebody like Alex with Amaba? So when you follow a headline makers, whatever you see, you take it. before you follow a headline maker, you must be ready. This still boils down to what we talk since as we take grow up. You must be ready to make sacrifice, let a lot of things go. Now, headline maker, even if you go Germany, go enjoy himself because that day they making money. Still enjoy yourself. You can't say follow one get just allow and a business. That's what are flings. Don't take and worry yourself. Now you be a housewife. I see you still come meet you for house, call you a wife. He still put food for your table. So these are what we are saying that our women are getting wrong. You cannot control a man and you cannot be a man. That a business. Before you meet and wait till you meet and say you do not the hustle. And a headline maker be say, as a light shine, everybody they see and they run go meet am. Everybody, hey, they want meet am. So they would open for a free. Just the one take snap put am. So one give her everything free. So now in business.
No, but
So
lefties, if we have to
yes.
be realistic, before that people go to this, we have to be realistic. Wait till your Ledoshe do me not support her. You know why? You go carry give another woman belly, you hide them. The wife will be as don't know say another girl where the guy that they do, whether they set, they do shooting. With the day set, now another thing I they happen for them, give her
My
belly.
brother, leave this matter. I dey tell you, say, leave this matter. The woman need that voice. The woman not fit take am. Now she go get problem. She knowledge she will carry another woman enter house. It still dey bear your own name. I be now knowledge should bear her name.
Look, are you saying that Yole Doshe have the right to impregnate any woman we like?
My brother, now the choice of the man. Since it don't happen like that, as a woman, see where they come from. See where they come from. Just watch the level. You see, this is where they get problem. Then they make man polygamy. Man, we dey polygamous in nature. That's why I call us from the beginning. Listen, how to start. Say we be beast. So we not just join. I want make we dey take on the way I start. I say we be beast. We not just join. You know me saying all of us. I just try to use general word. Make everybody they see am from that perspective. If you can't get luck, you choose that one way get heart for you, get respect for you. Where you know they do all these things. Some of them know they would the one like them. They look down like a loser, like somebody don't know what they do, not be man. Now this one don't be man now. They make the money. Everywhere you go, people they follow. And you go the yon. Many men the yon, but that not they enough for a wife. Now to carry and say that's why I still say I love you. I know I make you go. You be my wife. Sorry, I do this thing. You see, this now what some of our mothers they take where they not be divorcee. They see them for eye. As far the man, he talk, now go sit down, discuss him. Then now, you now, you know what, now you get house. You go do it for us, how you want more done. Now you go join your husband, discuss him. But if you think say you want take over, say you want divorce, you don't be second hand, you don't born for Ramo. Now you answer a name. Now I be now answer your name. Make women they understand too. Not be we not the answer their name, they answer our name. So if you don't agree take him, sure you go pack, you go leave him, I be go kill the man. Sure you don't give the other woman a chance now, make it come take over. You who lose? Not be say they support the act.
But what me I'm saying here is that
Not be say I support the act, but now what do you want? Now man, now what do you want?
Leftists, both
Sir?
of them are be together, tele. Not be when you don't get money, they meet too.
My brother, leave when they take meet. It don't happen now. You think now the woman now saying the divorce leave the man, now it be the best answer to her. Or maybe she get eye for your big boy, you see big person, we go marry him. Because this now waiting they happen. Maybe she don't get eye for who they give her hope for one corner. We still get level pass yo. When you know say yes, you see they do things with when they collect from. Because if you don't get eye, you know say you love this man, you really deal with them, and it happen like this. You don't born for them. When I don't dey tele. Where you they go? Make we tell this make they tell women the truth as it be. Just like Madam Rita talk, he said a man's word. It don't be man's word. They don't give woman license to the bonbon they go. Now man, now they give the license. Every woman get in own time. Just like I talk, at the age of from 40, 45, now you go know say they don't break you. If you be woman, you want to do like man.
Okay. All right. More hear from another. You know, I know say this matter, if they get as the be, you know, they agree. Okay. So let's move on. Let's move on to Mother Rita. We are going to start with you on this one. I don't know whether you see the kitchen or they cook your turkey there.
It's Christmas Day now. It's chopping now. First of all, Sir Lefty, with all due respect,
Now,
I don't
since
think you should
yesterday, now
address.
Mother Rita, the oppressors will talk you.
And now she even they eat, so not see
I'm
I'm
eating
Since
fish
yesterday,
now. I'm sorry. I'm
at the
eating
end,
fish.
if I go use the words the way they use for Aisha Buhari, I'll talk her here now. She go the
I am
verse.
eating fish.
okay.
She go the
Okay.
verse say, why I go use the word F for woman as I
Okay.
use gorgeous,
Lefty, I'm
down.
inviting you to come and eat in Canada. Come and eat because we have some like squabbles to settle. Because I don't know why you always go against my word. But anyway, being that aside, I don't think you should address anybody as second hand. There's no man or woman that should be addressed as second hand. Whether you're a single father or you
Now
said
second hand, leave the matter. Leave the matter. No use Oyibo. Leave Oyibo for this matter. That's second hand.
lefties. I'm surprised. Lefties, I
Second
don't.
hand.
Who be second hand?
Woman will marry man. Eh? He can't run, leave the man. Not be the man drive her more. He say no go do again. She born for the man. She still be first hand.
Wahala. Okay.
You know what?
All right. Others will answer that question.
You know what?
Ask me.
Okay. I am
ahead.
happy you said this is volume 1. And the volume 2 will be broader because I don't want to argue with
That time,
lefties because
if volume 2 come, I feel not day again. You feel just carry the
no,
floor.
you will be here by the grace of God. You'll be here. No, don't say that. You will be here, lefties, because I think it's obvious that you definitely have a different perspective about women and different perspective about how society should be. So I'm not gonna. It's your choice. I mean, you're talking based on the environment in which you're growing and your perception of how the world is going. But I want to still say there's no human being, because you and I cannot create a human being. So we should not water it down to calling somebody a second hand. That's just what I want to clear.
So we
Nobody is
know
second hand.
madam. No use big English. Now we they call divorcee
I'm not using
for
big
women.
English. I'm not
Now
using
big
big
English
English.
to the
Please
cover.
don't water down what I'm saying. I am not using big. Nobody's regarded as second. I will not call you second hand. I will not call your daughter second hand. I will not call your mother second hand. I will not call your sister second
Why you
hand.
go call my mother second hand? Marry second wife, husband. Don't marry second husband. And only one my day with
Anyhow you want to
now.
define it, whether the person was
Yes,
married
no.
before
If you
or
marry
had a
second
child
husband, you call her
before.
second hand because na
Left it, I don't want to
second.
argue. I don't want to argue with you.
More than one man.
I still stand. Nobody is second hand in this world. You're just a human being. There's also something that you said which is very, very that I don't know, when you say the woman has lost. Like, how would you say
Okay,
if the
can you
woman
focus
living?
on the presentation rather than on
Okay,
lefty?
fine. The presentation.
Yes.
Okay. Presentation. Okay. If you the Dolce, we use this word love so carelessly, and that is why I keep saying that love is not enough. Love is necessary in any form of relationship. Agape or whatever. It's love is necessary, but in terms of lasting marriage, love is still not enough. I am a strong believer of that. It's not enough, because if a man wants to use, so I love my wife. When you love somebody, you don't want to hurt the person, and even if you hurt the person, there's a way you go around it that it's that the person, like, what, nobody is perfect, really. Yule Doche is not perfect. Me Doche is not perfect. I am, and me myself speaking, I'm not perfect either. Neither is anybody listening to me. But there are certain things that you do, you want to rationalize it based on what the person is saying. You love your wife and all that. Yes. Okay, you had an oops baby. I think for me, Yule Doche is sexually attracted to the other woman, the side chick. He's just sexually attracted to the woman. He still loves his wife. I believe he still loves his wife, but the way he went about it, was just wrong. And fine, yes,
Anita, I would like you to expatiate on that area, because
what
I don't
area?
hear that kind of matter before. Sexually attracted to the side chick or side woman, but you still love your wife. How does it work that way?
Listen, in the beginning of this conversation, I said a prayer. I said a prayer. In this same prayer, I'm going to pray that you would not love the one that you with, and then you meet somebody that has some energy that collides with yours, a very powerful energy. If you have never experienced it, don't even say anything about it because you haven't been there. You can love somebody, you can love your husband or your girlfriend, passionately and all that, but you can be sexually attracted to another person. You can equally be attracted to your wife or your husband too. It happens. It's not. It's not about committing sin, or. But when you have identified it, there are ways in which you avoid those things from metaphor. Going up to bringing an innocent child to the world. And I believe, and let me just say, I believe. I think I may be wrong. I may not be right. I think that is the situation with Yule Doche because he loved his wife, but okay, the woman had the baby. I mean, he's not the first and he won't be the last. I'm having an oops baby out there, but you still have to go the other step to still marry the woman. Why? There's something there that's still bringing, that's still pulling Yule Doche back to the side chick. To me, she's still a side chick. There's something pulling him, but he loves his wife. And that's why I said, pray that you are not in that situation. Don't just say it because I beg Nashino or I beg the man should know better. No, you are not in that kind of situation. If you are in, you probably even do worse than what Yule Doche is even. You will not even make this public apology. You will even do it in a completely different way. So I believe that is the situation. But if you look at May, based on what she said, she stands by her ground. She doesn't believe in polygamy. She will not be cajoled in it. But according to her beliefs, they say, according to the Christian norm, like divorce is not something that is good, in Christianity. But are you going to now divorce this man based on the fact that you do not want to be cajoled into polygamy? But really and truly, as a Christian, there's nowhere in the Bible that says polygamy is bad. Because if you look at Abraham, was this man? There's so many men great men in the Bible. Solomon, great men in the Bible that God loves so much that were polygamous. But those times are different. The kinds of women we have then and the women we have now is different. I bet you if May divorces you will not be the same again. It wouldn't. And the same thing, might not be the same again. It will be she might have relationship, but she may have for her to commit herself to any man. Because if you look at her and her disposition and what she has written down, it's like I will not be cajoled into being in a polygamous relationship, but being with your Christian beliefs, are you going to divorce? Because divorce is not allowed, or is not something that is encouraged in Christianity. So you see, she's like sitting on the fence right now. It's a very difficult situation. None of us are in that position right now, so we don't really know how it feels. We're all just spewing out our opinion, based on our experience or our perception of how a relationship should be or the way the world is. But I would say that I think what's going on is like Yul has to come to his senses. I mean, if he has married the girl, the side chick, he has married her. There's nothing you and I could do. But if he hasn't married her, I just think that he should embrace that son. If that son is really his, I heard the lady is even pregnant again for number 2. Embrace this child because that's the fruit of your loins. That child didn't ask to be born, and then try and mend your relationship with your children, with May, and
Which of the ladies pregnant? The first wife.
No,
Second
I'm
wife.
talking about the side chick. I heard his please.
Side
There was
chick,
even
they
a vision
hot.
recently showing
Can you
her going to
imagine?
meet an antenatal. She was her second baby. Yeah.
They
Jesus.
hot.
So you see what I'm saying?
This Madadita is not side chick. It's a wife.
You don't marry her now. How you dey call her side chick? Is that not an insult to her? You don't marry her
Okay.
now.
But
Okay, why?
that
Because
Rita is trying to be biased here.
Yes,
That's where they
side chick,
put
side chick.
money for
I
her
am not
head.
being biased. I
No,
am not
that's
being
where they put
biased.
money for her head. Now they call side chick.
Oh,
No,
okay.
but
Okay,
Madarita
they've
correct
already
too.
paid
She
bride price.
correct now.
Okay.
She correct because it's make her
Listen.
accept the picking and make mad faces. I think what she's saying is making sense
Okay,
actually.
fine. If they have paid a bride price, there's nothing you and I or even May could do. So if May cannot contain that, whatever decision she makes is between her and God. But another thing too, there's some men who are comfortable doing this, but they have 2 different homes. Now, if May would not contain the fact that this other woman is coming to share the home that she has built over the years, it's difficult, guys. I'm a woman. It is difficult. It is very, very. what she's going through. We're just talking. If May was our sister, you would understand the pain and the turmoil she's going through. I say we are a generation of happy pictures, but sad people. That's the generation we are in. Happy pictures on Instagram with filters of Facebook, but a lot of people are sad in their homes, in the real life. So that's I just feel that what you was going through with that his second wife now is what I'll call is lust, is a sexual attraction, but he still loves his wife dearly, not because she has been with him for a long time. There's just something that they share that it's this is beyond. This is the love I'm talking about. It's beyond just this physical thing. It is very, very deep. It's unexplained. You can't explain love. You cannot control how your heart beats for somebody. So that's why I said that sexual attraction, it phases out with time. But if you handle it from day one, these mistakes, I don't want to use the word mistake because there's no child as a mistake. This kind of thing that happened now with the second wife having a baby and they had to lead to being a polygamous relationship, it would have been avoided from day one. But he probably didn't know how to handle it, or he just went with the flow, and this is what has happened. And a lot of people are experiencing this every day. Yul is just a celebrity in Nigeria, but it's happening every day. Even in diaspora, it happens. Even in North America, in Europe, it happens. It's just that they are not popular, or we are not seeing it in one of these saga, social media outlets.
Let others also speak because of time.
Okay.
We are going to have episode 2, 3, 4, and 5 on this. Because everybody, they cook Christmas rice right now. Let's move on to the next person here, which is Collins. We are going to take it one by one. Everybody has given. Okay, we don't first talk since chat. Okay, Mr. Collins, talk to us briefly, sir, on this matter. What we don't showcase. Okay, Mr. Collins, not the eat rice. They eat rice and turkey already in advance. Say not talk. Okay. All right, let's move on now to Brother Nice. Do you have anything to say on this as well?
Hello?
Yes. Brother
Hello?
Nice, you
are you guys there? Not be small flexing, not be small flexing, Mr. Naija Watch.
By the way, before you go ahead, I don't even see anybody where they do Christmas for us for here since for comment section, apart from few. Mona not do us like today's Christmas Eve. Mona do Christmas for us. We're gonna buy us our chicken, be turkey.
Sure. We will definitely do that one. Good one.
Go ahead, talk to me, my brother. Talk to me, Brother Nice.
Yeah, thank you. You see, this Yul Edochie situation. I would say that Yul Edochie took his wife for a ride. You understand? It's not just all the things that he did is very wrong. It's very wrong. How will you have someone outside then deceiving your housewife that she's this, she's that to you, and you do not even bring that to her knowledge? So every time when they like that video you just showed, he was inside that car deceiving that woman. Is in this that one is deceit? You understand? There are many men that do those things. We don't supposed to give any excuse that because the celebrity, there are a lot of celebrity they keep to one wife. You understand? But you cannot ride on people like that. Okay, let you put that shoe now in the other side. Maybe the woman now you go carry another man come meet Yul Edochie for us. I ain't go react. You say now I don't want me I get to husband. More see from that side. If this Yul Edochie now, if he go laugh the way they laugh just now, they pet the woman for inside car. Make that woman carry another man come.
Brother Nice. If woman want carry man come meet you for house, you go in house now. You go be in our house. Now she for do.
My brother, listen. I know say you they try to
give Edochie dey in your own house. I think na in house. Women they do one. They do one well. Come Europe, they do one well. Now their house
is not done.
Now what she wants?
It's not done. What Yul Edochie did is very disrespectful.
She they do telling you. Could they clap for them?
You understand? It's very disrespectful.
Thank you very much, Brother Nice. Thank you so much. I am so happy there is a man that is saying this. I want to say thank you.
Continue. Thank you, Siso. Oh my God, come on, never tell me thank you, Siso. Okay.
He will tell you thank you. Not be Brother Nice.
I go thank you, Naija Watch. I they come. I they wait for my turn. Meanwhile, I supposed to come after Collins, but it's okay.
Okay, all right. Brother
Mr.
Nice,
Naija,
go
one.
ahead. Yes.
Yeah, may I use this happiness to finish my Christmas rice? May this you Dodge not come spoil my party. Thank you.
Okay, my brother. Thank you so much. All right. Omo Yeskona, now your turn now. Talk to us.
Adeya.
Okay. Thank you very much, brother. Nice.
Okay, no, bro. Call is it go be you after Omo Yeskona. We'll fair call you, see, no answer.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So thank you very much again, brother. Nice. I beg, enjoy your rice. Well, we are not they agree with you sometimes, but on this one, I really appreciate you for being bold enough and courageous enough to speak the truth to power. This is what we need. Now, I do not follow I didn't even know him, to be honest. I didn't know any one of them until this recent saga happened. I would say it was extremely disrespectful to the woman. First and foremost, everybody has a right to live their life the way they want to live it. If you want to be a polygamous person, please be a polygamous person, but look for somebody who will agree to your polygamy. Don't go and marry somebody and then impose it on her. Let it be known from day one. Water gets level. Find your level. Now, you married this woman. Not only did you, and I believe that he has been with this woman for a very long time. It did not just happen overnight. Now, you do that, and then you announce it. Everybody is getting to know at the same time. The wife, when you marry, put for house, they know. I mean, come on. Sometimes we need to use needle prick ourselves, see whether blood will come out. It's not wrong, it's not right. Everybody has a right to live their life, but if you must do something, you must come. Respect. This is what we're talking about. Appreciation that Rita just mentioned. Call the woman and say, look, this is what I want to do. This is the angle I'm going. This is the direction I'm going. Make the woman choose. Not be saying you go just impose her. First of all, a human being. She's not stone. She's not made of stone. She's not made of iron. She has feelings, for crying out loud. I have a lot of respect for his wife. The way she has handled this, because I know a lot of women that would not have handled it respectfully as this woman has. On top of doing that, you now rub it in her face every single time with your second wife. You cheated on this woman, and you now made her a second wife after she had a baby boy for you. You know, if something is not good, it's not good. We don't get two names. You know, this is what I'm saying, that it requires mutual respect on both the man's side and the woman's side. You know, I really appreciate the fact that the men are coming out here and speaking truth to power. Not all the men, but most of them. And Mr. Kundaye, thank you very much for bringing our tradition into this. So I just want to ask, the question I have for Mr. Kundaye, if he's still on here, is that when they are making the women pass through all of those things, what of the man? Shouldn't the man be held accountable as well? Because the truth is that when something has been one-sided for a very long time, it becomes a problem. This is why we are seeing what we are seeing. Is it justified? No. But we need to be careful when we are approaching matters like this.
Yes,
There's nobody
Madam
that does not.
Madam Oyeskona, I will agree with you on that note, because actually, truth must be said. Marriage is for two people. For if it is true that she got to know when everybody's knowing, I think it is wrong on that note.
It is true. That's what happened. It is true. That's exactly what happened.
Before now, I think the man should be bold enough to call his wife. I mean,
exactly.
He's the man. The deed has been done.
Yes.
See, and talk to her in a way she will understand. Not just to just say it to. She have the right to be annoyed, but it is now the choice and the right of the man to understand the wife and bring her to the level that she would understand you. That's my take on that. You must carry her along. You must carry her along because she's your wife already.
Exactly, right? You didn't tell her. And again, let me preface it by saying, no, again, like I said, not be today, not be you start to see that woman. They've been seeing each other, I think, 8 years prior in that marriage, but what the wife was, maybe she knew that the man was hitting it sometimes, but she wasn't really saying anything. She was turning the other side, just looking away, as most Nigerian women do, just looking away until baby enter. You understand? So me is not 100% innocent in all of this. I have to say that. She's not 100% innocent as well. But it's just that when it now happened, finally, this man now had a child, right? Everybody, she knew when everybody else was knowing on social media. Please, my people, again, everybody get right to live their life the way they want. If you want to marry 70 wives, look for 70 women, especially in this time and age where we did, when will follow you do 70. I have African American friends here that are open to polygamous marriage. Meanwhile, in their mind, polyamory, that they think. Because new terms, they come up every day. That means as the man they do, they themselves, they do. Are you prepared for that mess? So sometimes when they look for something, they romanticize all details. When we know, say, problem there, I don't have a problem with tradition, but can we make it justified? Can we also call the men, right, call out their wrong as they're calling out the women? Don't just hit on only the women and say the women must do this, the women must do that, the women must accept this, the women. What about the men? Men have a whole lot of responsibility here. We've had a culture that always tells the women, now you go, now you be the woman, now you be this, no matter what you do, take her. Do we know what it means? Mental stability, emotions. Do we know what it does to people? Because if, like Brother Nice said, let's flip the script for a minute. If now the woman do that kind of thing, how the man go feel? Sometimes when you flip the script like that, it go help you be empathetic to the other person and say, oh no, I can't do this to my wife. Let me chill. I mean, there are people, I know people that talk to their, when they want to do certain things, they'll go and tell their wives, come, oh, this is what I want to, right? The woman will either agree or accept. It's simple. Find your level. Whatever level, find your level. No disrespect. Nobody is second hand. If the woman like me get 20 children, she's not a second hand. The same way a man is not second hand, even if you born all the children. All those ways of keeping women in such a place where they have no options. A woman it is wrong. Waiting not good, not good. Let's be calling each other out when something is blatantly wrong. Let's not pad it. Please, I beg. You was absolutely wrong. And with the comments of this woman, I respect her for, you know, for giving the man and for moving on in love. I respect her. And you can tell she still loves her husband, though. But she just doesn't want to be a party to all of that he's bringing with him.
Okay, yes, Connor. What do you want her to do at this particular time? The man is married. The man already married the other woman.
It's up to her. I can't make that decision for her. It's up to her, to be honest, because you can't really tell people how they should respond in a situation like this. You know, it's very easy for us to look from afar and say, until the two people that are involved they know what they are going through.
Okay. Let me ask you a personal question, brother. A personal question. Sure. God forbid you find yourself in this situation. Will you leave your husband?
One time. I will not even think twice about it. Because let me tell you why. Not only, let me tell you, when a man steps out or a woman steps out, we're talking about culture, we're talking about all these traditions. There's a spiritual element to these things. When a man steps out, there are things that he brings with him. That that he deposits inside this woman. We hear of stories of women that, have died due to HIV that the man brought to her. She did not know, or the woman brought to the husband. And then on top of
your network. Okay.
Yes, she just brought in a very good topic. There's always spiritual attachment to this. Does women know this? Yes, there's a lot of spiritual attachment. Does men also know this? You that is a man that have a wife at home and you are sleeping with more than 10 girls outside, do you know the spiritual attachment to it? Do you know the risk you are putting your wife? That is very, very important. Now, let me go to the woman. You that is a woman, you know what I mean. She just mentioned HIV. How many women they die of HIV? Now, mind the quick key because they quick show for my body. You that is a woman that you can count more than 1,000 men you have slept with. Do you know the spiritual implication? It is even better for a man because man on the quick show for body. It the quick show for face. But what of the carriers?
Okay. All right. Because of time, we're already 3 hours here. Let everybody have a share so we can round up. Mr. Collins, please talk to us.
Thank you for having me back. I think in the last speaker, I have said everything that I'm supposed to say. There's not too much ways about all these things that is happening in Nigeria. Most of things that happen, I think, when things happen like this, we don't need to blame tradition. We don't need to blame church or anything. It's just a common sense. There are some certain things we know, things that are very common for anybody who know human being to understand because we are not feeding from our nose. We used to eat from our mouth. So there's certain things don't need to bring in tradition. Tradition did not permit you, or Christianity did not permit you. As a human being, it's a common sense. There are things we need to do. You know what is right and you know what is wrong. Sometimes it's not the rocket science. We know what is good and what is wrong. So for me, Yurodeche, for me, I don't like the guy. For me, I don't like the guy. I don't like the kind of life the guy live. People said the man is permitted to marry 100 wives, women. No, forget about those times. We're talking about even now you are trying to marry 10 wives or 100 wives. Are you going to feed? Nigeria is expensive. Even at this time, things are very expensive. If we can't even, men can't even feed themselves, talking of bringing two people. Marrying two people is like bringing problem to yourself. I don't even encourage that. If I have the opportunity, if I have the money, I can't even try because it's kind of bringing problem. It's like when problem is sitting and you are inviting problem to yourself. You can't even control your own self. Talking of controlling two people. Imagine controlling two people. It's a very big task. So I don't even encourage anything. Even tradition permit me or whatever. I can't even try that because it's like inviting problem to myself. So, like that woman, like the last speaker said here, sometimes I do blame some people in some issue because maybe she may be able to know what Uredoche is doing because there are some ladies, they are very quiet. I mean, very quiet because of how her character and everything. She will not be able to say anything. She may try as much as she can, try to hold that marriage because in every relationship, I think one person always being the person to hold it. She may be trying as much as she can. And maybe some people are very ashamed to speak up. Some people don't want to speak up. They can try as much as they can to put things together. So when they keep trying and things are not working, so at a time they will get loose, they will tired of it. I think that is what is happening. So for me, Deche is not somebody that anybody can see as a role model or as any, but I don't see those people because all those things are fake. They try to live a life that is not even glorified to their own human being or even to God. So sometimes we have to live a life that at least somebody will see and say, because of this, I am doing this. So for me, Doche is not an example of any human being to emulate. For me, I don't emulate those kind of life. There's a life that people are supposed to be emulate, not those such kind of life. So I don't want to say too much about that. If anybody feel like if you want to get 200 wives together, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, you are inviting problem to yourself because I have seen people who married two wives, three wives, I have seen how their life is not better than people that married one. For me, I'm telling you, there is nothing good that is coming out from it. I'm telling you. And if you're any man, you went outside, what are you going outside to go and see a woman, or a woman go outside to go and see a man? That woman you want, that woman you are looking at, you can make your wife to be that thing that you are looking at. You can also make your husband to be that man you are looking at. It's just something. If your wife is not dressing fine, you can call your wife, say, "Nee, I want you to dress this way. I want you to do this." It's a simple thing. It's a conversation. But this is because sometimes people are tired of having conversation. My husband and wife say don't even have a conversation, and that is what people are separating people. Everything is not about love, 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 or maybe making love. There's some certain time you have a conversation with your wife. You sit down, ask your wife, "How was your day?" I don't think how many men ask their wife, "How was their day?" I don't think if even her wife asking their husband, "How was your day?" That alone, only that alone can change so many things. But people don't ask that question. Everybody, once you come back, then drop back, then take food and eat and sleep. So people does that as a regular thing, but at least you ask your wife, don't have that conversation, try to know how everything went throughout the whole day. But people don't do that. So for me, I think what is happening between you and the wife did it. For me, that one should have left that marriage. You, even if you are trying to, you have a wife outside, your wife is supposed to have that conversation to your wife before even social media, bringing it to social media. For me, even if I'm a sister to that lady, she's leaving that marriage that day. If I'm a sister to if I'm a brother to the lady, she's leaving that marriage that day. I'm telling you, because I can't allow somebody to marry my sister and be treating my sister that way. Because you don't value my sister. If you respect my sister, I don't think you do that, because that respect is not there. So if you don't respect my sister, I will not respect you. So if I have opportunity, my sister is leaving that marriage. I'm telling you, she's leaving that marriage. She's not going to stay there with any man that don't respect my sister. I don't, because if you don't respect my sister, I don't need to associate with you. That is simple like ABC. You have to respect my sister. I
Thank
think
you.
I'm telling you the gospel truth. So if you
Thank
don't
you.
respect my sister, I don't have any communication with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Collins.
Mr. Elvis,
Yes.
I don't know how much time we still have, but I think I had to get to prepare now because this is was night eve. Many of us would like to, we Catholic, go to
Of course.
midnight
We are
mass.
rounding
So
up now. Yes, yes. But me,
I
I'm
want to
here.
go get prepared. But before I go, this is going to be my last conversation because after now, I'm just going straight to wash and get dressed and go to church and pray to God. Yes, just like
And Mr.
Collins
Left,
have
before
just said.
you go, take you all. I want to go
Just
now.
like
Thank you
Collins
all.
have just said.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
If
Collins.
she's my sister, I will not advise her to leave the marriage because marriage for better for worse. I will try to emotionally make her strong to take whatever comes because this is what some of our mothers saw. They passed through and they succeeded. Those children are going to be bearing the same name with her own children. They are going to be friends, cousins, brothers, and sisters. I will not advise her to leave the marriage. It's not the best advice because where she's going to, she will know where she's going to, what she's going to meet. This is a man she's been with, a man she knows very well. Agreed. The man made the mistake of not carrying her along. As for me, I will say that you must carry your woman along. You've made the mistake. It's now the time, according to Madarita, to start bribing her, lobbying, appreciating her, letting her know that she's all and all. She should flow with you and give you the strength to manage. I will not advise her to leave if she is my own sister. Because there are many out there looking for a way to get into that house. If you know how many women out there looking for husband, then you advise your own sister that already have because of some mistake. If you still ask me if I'm the man is saying likewise, I will say no. You can resolve these issues and carry on. There's nothing that's not resolvable. Everything has solution. That's my take. Thank you very much. See you
Thank you.
tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you, my brother. Pray for us all.
Very well.
Yeah, okay then. All right. Thank you very much, my people. I would like us to quickly hear from I think the next person here now, before Mr. Peter Okunda, I would like to go to Nolly. Nolly 77, please talk to us. What is your take on this? Why is it that everybody is divorcing these days, and who to blame, women or men? Nolly, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Nolly, go ahead. Good evening
Hello?
to you. Talk to us.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. All said and done, what I think is that if you, Ledoche, or something, love, because when I want to do something, if I want to hurt my wife, for instance, I have two daughters, two boys and two girls. So, and I cherish my daughters too much, I always look at them before doing anything to my wife. If I want to hurt if I feel like that's all, I want to talk to my wife in a way I don't want someone to talk to my daughter. That is the first thing that come into my mind. What will I do? What will I do if it's another man treating my children the way I'm about to treat this woman? Many a times, what you Ledoche did was to me, like somebody said, I would if that girl is her daughter, her sister, his sister, that marriage is ended. To me, it might not end, but I will make sure that that man pay the price of what he did to my sister. That is how want to talk my own mind. And another thing I discovered is that many times some people don't just come in online and they will be speaking, they will be just saying something that come into their mouth without even thinking of the consequences. The consequences is that this guy went out pregnant another woman, maybe when he was a female. Then he hid it to the wife, and he went to the online to social media and announced it to the whole world. And that is exactly the time that the woman saw what he did. Then, and they are now coming to the woman and say that he's not supposed to get angry. So she's not supposed to leave the marriage. She's not supposed to feel pain. No, no.
Viewers.
That. Hello.
Go ahead. Go
Hello?
ahead, please.
Yeah. So, and you're telling the woman is not supposed to feel pain, is not supposed to get angry, not supposed to take any decision that you want to take. That is very wrong. Before I was thinking that because of where he come from and where she came from, the reason why he married the lady is because of the fact that if you want to claim his son, in some community, you cannot claim the guy if you don't perform a marital right to the woman. The child cannot be your own child, like where I come from. And I believe that where I come from is the same where this lady, this Austin of a person, come from, and that is the same, that is the same tradition. So for the guy to take the child as his own, he has to marry the mother. Instead, the child will belong to the mother's people. But not now. I'm hearing that the woman is pregnant with another person. So when they say that he loved his wife, that is not true. He never loved the woman. Maybe he has been pretending, saying anything, because you don't hurt someone in love. You don't.
Okay.
So for me, my own decision, my own conclusion is that the woman, if she like, that is depend on her. If she likes, she can remain on that marriage. But to me, I will advise my own person to get out of that marriage immediately, because what he
Yes,
did to
for
her
me,
is not
it's
that
wrong.
it's not that he didn't. It's not that he's wrong. He didn't respect her, and he will never ever respect her because he don't see himself as somebody who is wrong. Look at what he's saying. I have done everything I'm supposed to do for you, 99%, only 1%. All these things, you're not supposed to say. You did something very wrong to the woman. You know, you did very, very something wrong to the
Thank you.
woman, even to the parents of the woman, even to his own parents, because I heard that his father didn't
His
accept
father
that
is not
marriage at
happy
the
about
beginning.
it.
Yeah. So the guy is just a useless.
But the
Sorry to
same
say that the guy
father,
is just not a.
the father initially was not happy about it, but the same father also allegedly collected bride price from the woman, the said woman. So
Yes, yes, because you know why? Because a child is involved, which will not be his own grandchild. if they didn't do that. That is one thing they don't understand. And no father, no man wants his seed outside. No man, nobody wants
right.
his own seed to be outside.
Nolly 77, I appreciate you and I support your submission. Before I move on to the next person, for me, your Ledoshe, I've never supported his moves, never. Because one, he never, like Nolly 77 just said, he never respected his wife at all. How can you be secretly dating a woman? This woman was pregnant, carried the baby for 9 months and gave birth. You were hiding everything from your wife. Then you went on social media and put it there. Then your wife now get to know through social media. I don't understand. Now the woman is even pregnant again. Now I ought to hear that one now, right now. I did not know before. So everything looks somehow. Okay, let's move on. I would like us to go to Mr. Peter Okundai. Thank you very much, sir. I know your own way is traditional way. Let's hear from you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. As my last speaker just said, I agree with him that for the man to collect the woman, he has to pay bride price. To collect the child, he has to pay bride price. But when people said he's pregnant again, will he pay bride price and just say the woman should go? No. He has paid. So automatically for the bride price, meaning he's become his wife. So that is that. So you need to have another child so that one will not be only one child in the house. From there, you can have 3 child, can have 5, can have 20. So for people that say, if Sister Rita say Christian, as a Catholic, you have right of divorcing. As a Catholic, if you are a Catholic, if they have not teach you before, I don't know. But I will tell you now in 1 Corinthians chapter 7, from chapter 7 from 12 to 15, in Catholic, give you the right to divorce if you will. They still give you the right not to divorce if you did not will, because it said a marriage that is ungodly. So like this one that happened to you, whether you hear Dosho or whatever they call them, Dosho, with the man not putting carrying the woman along is ungodly. So the woman has right to say, let me divorce. But if he still feel because of his children and said no problem, he still have right to say, okay, I have to live along with the marriage. But in our culture or the way the world goes, let me just say the way the world goes, because when people say culture, like just our sister said, that what the men we are doing, when they use, we call it ulama, ulama in the house. So when they use the woman to pass those process, they doesn't use the man to pass this process. And the man now have right to go and bring as many women he like. So for that, I did not really support those one that time. That is why me, if I'm married today, I will not want to use my wife to do it. But one thing I will tell my wife, don't bring another child to me. That is just all. Because we are not marrying our wife again. We are not marrying another people's wife. A woman that are a virgin is a woman that time when you have a virgin, it was your wife. Now you don't have a virgin. A woman that have gone through different person. You put it in house, you say you marry well your wife. No, it's not your wife. The understanding is not there. We are just managing ourselves, as I said earlier. So when we have a virgin of our own, that is our wife. And when the woman marry a virgin husband, that is his husband also. Not managing that we are doing ourselves today. This what we are living. What Edochie did was when the man has power, then you know his true character. Edochie, because he's famous and he want to belong as a guy, he's still a young boy coming up, so he want to prove. So let me test in the corner, involve him into something that he did not expect. So since it has happened, he cannot kill his blood or reject his blood, so he have to accept it completely. So that is how the marriage come on board. So it is less for them who said her faith, she practiced, don't allow her to go for a such marriage. But that is same faith we still allow her not to sleep with any man. As a Catholic, she says she quote, and I will still quote her in a Catholic in book of Matthew chapter 10, says she should not sleep with, or chapter 19, should not sleep with any man until one of them died. then before she can now go with another man. So if we go against that faith, that is no longer what she practiced. That means she has practiced wrong. So that is for it. So for people, for this marriage of these days, I said it earlier, we are managing because we come whether you have a man, the man will come whether you have big nyash and you did not have big breasts, and the man like a big breast. So we follow you because you have big nyash. When you see the one that have big breasts, it will go. Then when you see the one that have, and you have big breasts, you don't have long hair. If you see the one that have long hair, it will go. Likely the same thing that women will still come. Maybe this man is fair, it will go inside. When you go inside, the man, the other side is not working well. So he's not looking for the one that is working well. When he entered that one did not have influence. So he will not looking for the one that have influence. So we are managing. No people should say marriage. Now, this divorce we are talking about, what they want to do is they will say go to court, write paper so that the man will come and pay me fine. When they were doing marriage, was the court their elder family? Do they tell the court that this is what you want to pay and this is the fine in the case you did not marry again, this is what you are going to do? No. So people are no longer married. They are just following the white man deceit, because the white man have come to deceive us, who told us that there's one place called heaven, and whatever the lie they bring for before us, we accept it, and he has spoiled the life of our origin. And that is why we are not saying, oh, these people are spoiled, these people are not spoiled. No. Right from this world, the word spoiled. Like my brother said, people put on naked something. There is right from time people were not wearing clothes. It was this white people who came on and deceived us, and I say, if you did not wear clothes, white people naked in this Europe today. But if black naked, our people will be shouting. Go to Italy, you will see the way white people naked, especially when it's summertime. But nobody see it and call it a sin. Our own. When they just see a woman, just fit a small side that open, they say he has committed a sin. So white men have deceived us, and we are not dying in ignorance of sin, of the white men deceit. So marriage, right from time, has that voice. Right from our forefather, he has that voice, but it was not in court. It was not in social media. So the life we are seeing now that will enable us to shout, because people are not much than what we have before. So that is why, though people said, if you know now, no matter the error, there's nothing that is happening now that has never happened before. Only it was not open to the world like this, because the whole world is now in a circle, not as internet. So that is why I'm seeing it as. God bless you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right. I'd like to go to Alex. Alex, please talk to us.
Yeah, Mr. Najawa, thank you.
Politics.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I said you were expecting politics. Yes, that's what we came for. But this whole thing just started. We never planned this. So
yeah,
tomorrow, 6 p.m., we'll move on to politics. Thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm not a Nali Matangere when it comes to marital discussions. I'm not an expert in these things. I just try to say the little I can say for the sake of contribution, like the Benin would say, Arene, Amarene. So, Babana, just now, I want to say that I believe in Jesus, okay? I believe in God. I don't judge whatever you believe, Jesus is the Lord of my life. He remains Lord of my life. So, and I believe in the Bible. I believe in God Almighty.
Me too.
I believe in the Holy Spirit. So it's my faith.
Me too, my brother.
So
Me too,
yes, and I cannot deny my faith because of Nigeria Watch platform. No, I'm not this person. I've been loyal to Nigeria Watch since the very first day, and I'm still very loyal. So I am. If I'm with you, I go all the way with you. Unless I start noticing that you are deviating from who you say you were or who you say you are. That's talking about human being, but I can never. I've been in situations where only God helped me. I've been in situations where government failed me. I've been in situations where leaders failed me. I was declared persona non grata. So God came through for me. So I can tell you my life testimony is a living witness. When you hear my story, you will know that Jesus is Lord. And he's the same yesterday, today, and forever. So that aside, just to quickly put that there. So we are in the public space. So I respect you with what you believe. Call it a white man's religion, it's okay. We had a black man who who is the only black man on the planet who has preached to more white men than even the white men, late Archbishop Benson Idahosa, went into 143 countries, spoke to more than 500 million human beings on the planet. So for me, religion is something else. Faith is something else. Treating women well, for me, sometimes is a personal decision. Treating a man well, for me, is a personal decision. So before you get into a union or marriage or engagement with anybody for futuristic reasons or for partnership reasons, for me, you have to look very, very well, because people marry for the wrong reasons these days. People marry women because she has figures, or she's from a rich home, she's educated, she's dark in complexion, she's fair in complexion. Those things are good, but for me, you should date a little bit more so to know who you are going to be with. There are some wolves that are dressed in sheepskin, so we have to be very careful. So down the line, you know, you cannot pretend forever. At some point, people show their true colors. When we came to Nigeria Watch early, we had a lot of people who were here with us, but suddenly the true colors of everybody started showing up. A lot of them fell aside, you know, so because they couldn't tell the truth.
Exactly.
So that's it. In marriage, the tough times will come, the wind will come, the storm will come. It will show the true nature of the man or woman you are with. So nobody told you marriage is going to be everyday Christmas. I'm just a little bit worried about the way things have gone. Things have really gone, you know, things have gone really sour when it comes to our morals, our values as human beings, you know. Whether culture or no culture, there are some things that you know is wrong. You know, going naked on the streets makes you a mad person, or you need psychiatric attention. You shouldn't do that. I mean, the street we have these days is not the social media. You know, people have gone mad, both men and women, especially the women. They've gone mad. The level of amoriousness, the level of lasciviousness, they've gone mad. They're stripping themselves naked. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Maybe they should shut down Instagram for now. I don't know. Because children, you see, 11 years old girl wants to do what she's seeing on her mother's phone. It's a very pathetic situation. You see a young boy wants to do what he is seeing in his father's phone. It's very crazy. Social media is really doing a lot of good and damages too to the morals, and it's very, I mean, it's very painful, and it has a lot of influence on young people these days. Some people grew up inside social media at the era of social media. So that's something we should also address, and it's telling on marriages, relationship. People are now rude because they have 1,000,001 people who are asking them out on social media, who tell them you are beautiful, your boyfriend does not deserve you, your husband does not deserve you, you are worth more than this, you should be treated this and that. All those talk are good, but when it becomes, many people don't know when to draw the line. Many people don't know when to draw the line. They just copy those things and paste them in their reality family, like on their physical man or woman. So now, forgetting that not everything you see on social media is real. A lot of 90% of things happening on social media, all those Instagram, Facebook, a lot of them are fake. A lot of them are fake. Most people doing motivational speaker, some of them are not even married. Some of them are divorced, with respect to divorced people. So I just feel that we should calm down a little bit. We should treat human beings well. Treat your wife well. Treat your husband well. I can't really go too much on this kind of topic because it doesn't have to do with politics or history. Right. So I would like to drop it there for those who are experts in this female demonology or eschatology. I will leave it there. Yeah, thank you.
My brother. God bless you, my brother Alex. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you. That is the end for today's broadcast. I would have said I will be coming back again later on. Trust me, it's a Christmas Eve. We're not going to continue. We're not going to come out again. Let me put it like that. So, by God's grace, we're going to be here tomorrow. And after all of us don't eat our Christmas rice, turkey, chicken, or whatever you cooked, goat or melu or whatever, make you tell us. Tomorrow evening by 6 p.m. we'll be here to talk about it. And all of you now We say never do our Christmas for us. Tomorrow you have the opportunity to also do your Christmas. Do our Christmas for us. Make a talk away. All right. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. My take on this is that if you are married and you are tired of your marriage, tell your husband, tell your wife, and end it and move on to the other one. But marrying the second wife, and keep it 2 wives, I understand as an African man, like they normally say, although I've not seen any quote like that, but I've seen a lot of people saying it, that you can marry more than 1 wife. If you know you are capable, in terms of finance or any other area you can cover yourself without no stress, then why not? Marry 2 million if you want. But remember, there are consequences to these things if you know you can handle it. If I have to talk on, although nobody talked on basketball today, but still, if I have to talk on Yul Edochie, it was wrong. Right from the one, I was against him. I'm still against him. So he didn't do it the right way. Like basketball now, although I'm not a supporter of people divorcing, I don't like it at all. But if basketball decided to go and marry another woman tomorrow, yeah, that's the right way to go. Because he's not with his wife anymore. Or if the wife decided to go and marry another husband tomorrow, yes, they have divorced. Although I'm not a supporter of divorce, because the way divorce is, rampant. This especially
Nigeria was. Why is it so rampant nowadays in Nigeria? Why is it so common?
The reason they say that if you married on the Facebook, you will go and divorce on YouTube. The point social media marriage.
If you marry on Facebook, you go and divorce on YouTube.
You divorce on YouTube. And divorce on Twitter.
When you marry from nightclub, it will also end in a nightclub.
Exactly. So the thing is that a lot of marriage today, mostly Nigeria, and you know that Nigeria, when we copy something, we overcopied it. That's why you see our wives, when they come to Western world, for instance, then one lady, for instance, let me just use this one. One lady came here, and he was being respected by her husband, but the point is that her husband offended her when she was back home, and she came in here and then she started telling people about that offense that the man committed when she was back home. Then the people said that you know that you can pay him now, that the government has given you power. Can you imagine? So this woman now decided that she wants to pay the man. Something that happened years back, that she wants to pay the man because the government of the place where she's staying has given her power. Then she asked the man to leave the house. From a good marriage to problem, today she's feeling, why did she go to that route? Why did she follow that way? She's been abandoned by her husband, not only her husband, abandoned by many people. So the problem is that our Nigerians, once we learn something, we overdo it. For instance, this basket mouth and the wife, I don't see any problem on their marriage.
All right, so we are rounding up now. Because of time.
I thought we were rounding up. I think don't start again. Nigeria was.
No, because of time. Thank you, Nolly.
Let me quickly give my last, because my battery ran out.
Yes, Nolly never really talk. Okay, talk to us.
Yeah,
2 minutes, please.
May I just So I mean, like I was saying, right? When people need to understand the implications of cheating, and if you have the fear of God, please really have the fear of God. Because what you do to one, you cannot expect to treat one badly and expect them to just keep taking it and taking it. They have blood flowing in their veins. This is why I keep saying, if both parties respect, men and women respect each other, we will have half of the issues we're having right now, we will not be having. And
please, ma, can I ask you a question, ma, please?
Sure.
What about marriages that end that has nothing to do with cheating? They just end it. Nobody cheated. Nobody disrespected anybody. They just felt tired and said, let's end it.
Well, it depends. Maybe there's an emotional need there that's not been met.
So when marriages break, it's not always cheating.
It's
There are a lot
not.
of things.
I know. Because we're talking with regards to in the two instances that have been presented, right? There've been instances of cheating.
Yeah.
That's why we're addressing this.
Yeah.
We're not talking, of course, there are other things that happen, that will cause things to go their separate ways, right?
Yeah.
So for me personally, I am number one for respect and justice on both sides. If we're talking to the women, we should also be talking to the men. Look, these women know this is it.
Oh, yes, gonna just still lost time again. No,
Yes, Connor's battery is down. I think
not gonna have the opportunity to come back to finish this because we are rounding up now. I don't know why your network they break today.
Nigeria Watch, you just succeeded in bringing me to this program with politics, and you use marriage to finish my head.
No,
I don't tire. This one I want to.
Exactly. Were there no women in the abroad before you went home?
Tomorrow, not true.
Were there no women? Let me just finish my thought, please. Were there no women in the abroad before the person went home? This is the problem. You now go home. Why? Okay, what is because motive is very important when you want to do something. What was your intention and motive for going back home to go and bring a woman? Because say that woman, maybe you want to control her, or maybe you feel like, she will behave a certain way, but she'll can't come because she never did exposed like that. She'll can't learn many things, even past you, can't even know past the old people when they are now, can't do you strong thing. They see her for here every day now. So my own caution to both men and women. I never married, right? I'm speaking from someone who's experienced a lot of. Please, can I finish my thought? I'm not advertising myself here. I'm just using it as an example. Now, I've seen, and I have friends who are married. I have friends who are divorced. I have friends who are single mothers. But once the story in all of it is mutual respect on both sides. Let me tell you the truth. If you treat a person well, they will treat you well in return. What you give to nature is what nature gives back to you. Even if you do the person well and the person chooses to do you wrong, it will backfire all the time against that person. This is the case we're seeing in May's case. Now, going to Basket Mount, I don't know what their issues were. Now, the problem is that most times people do not marry correctly. This is the problem we have. People will marry for the wrong reasons. Unto say, the man a celebrity. No one be a celebrity. They go join themselves. Meanwhile, you are not aligned with this person, and both parties can pretend. Right? They'll pretend to enter into a union where they know full well that union, 2 years, 1 year into it, it's not going anywhere. This is what people are doing to themselves. So when you go and marry somebody that is not, you are not supposed to even cross paths with, even talk to, you go and marry a person for house, you can't, they cry. To me, it doesn't make sense. I personally, if someone is coming to talk to me, I'm looking at you, I'm looking at the way you talk, everything. I'm looking at your body language, because I cannot make a mistake. I cannot go and marry someone who's going to turn to a lord over me.
We are going to have a full episode on this particular topic. We have more of them. It's just that we only wanted to touch on these two couples today, Basket Mount and Yul Edochie. We have P Square, Peter, who slept with his house head. So, and we have more of them. So we're going to bring, so
let's just respect each other, please. That's all I'm saying. Respect each other. And yes, like Sister Rita said, love is not enough. See, you get to a point where you have to see
talk. She need to expatiate on it.
Love is not enough. Meaning
sexually attracted and all that. I want to hear more of it.
Yes, there are people who are just with you because they're just sexually attracted. That's all. Lost. They're just with you because they are lusting over you. As you did now, Mr. Nigeria Watch, with your dark glasses, dark skin. Hey, some women go see you now, they'll say, "Oh, I don't feel sleep for night again." No. This man, I just have to
yes, calm down. Calm down. Leave Nigeria Watch. He's married. He's the father of 20 children or 4 children. Naja, she's married though. Women everywhere. Let me speak for the wife. Naja, she's married though. Wala.
Unless. Which one you there for inside yourself?
Nice.
Dark glass, dark skin, dark hair, dark this, dark nene.
I leave Omo Yes Corner alone.
I know, I'm joking, Joe.
If Omo Yes Corner they praise Kashi all the time for you. I don't know, say
I want praise Naija.
She know they praise me, oh. She know they praise me, oh.
They praise you, Mr. Alex. You maybe they miss some.
You when they talk, they praise all of us.
They praise you now, well, sir.
Omo Yes Corner, you've never praised me. You've never praised me. I've not seen it. It's only a junior Ken. Naija watch
They'll praise you.
I praise you now. Then I'll come back to
praise Omo Yes Corner. Somebody's asking you question. May you praise Alex next year? Who is that?
No.
Wait, somebody was asking on my Yes Corner. Is it Mr. Peter Okudaye or Nolly?
No, not me. Not me. It's not me.
Okay.
Somebody was asking me.
Okay. Round up on my Yes.
Okay. Yes, sir. Who's that?
I was asking you your direction, but you refused. Today now we are doing that.
Which direction? Which direction? From that was to direction.
All right. May we go eat our Christmas.
You have to go and meet Okaegbe first before you know Omo Yes Corner's direction. Don't do that. Come and buy drinks.
No, say on all of us be Egbe when it comes to Omo Yes Corner.
I'm telling you.
All of us be Egbe. I must take my own share.
If you are single, come out straight so that we can know.
That one I know my best. First introduction before the see Egbe.
No, yes, I come out straight. Now, what are you saying? Are you saying politics? Are you saying basketball? Which one are you saying? Come out straight. We don't want married man.
So, life instead.
Anyway, like I was saying, make our talk, Mokuna, so that we go around this thing. Or maybe we go chop Christmas rice. See, Mr. Naija watch again, like I was saying. There are people that will say, oh, Naija, oh, see the dark glass, see wait, oh, see his skin, oh, he just do it, just fresh, he just do this, right? They go intentionally one day with them based on that. Maybe Naija watch no go know because for a mind they say, they like me like that. You know, maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't, right? Everybody gets what they want from me. This is the problem we are having. It's not about everybody is putting too much emphasis on the physical. Now make people they do top and bottom. They go do breast, they go do nash, they go do waist, they go do. You don't know who real again. You don't know who real, who not real. That's not supposed to be. Beauty is beyond the surface.
One because we need to analyze this point by point. So make the women find day and time. Maybe on the next broadcast, when I go right have a comment section or private chat. I want make una be the one to fix the day and time so that we go arrange them from here come on air. This one nobody we know if we check the thumbnail we'll start this one now politics. The topic we'll start now politics. Now one talk to another and I see you have plot 4 hours so.
As I all see politics, I run come they run. I taxi everything. I run come here. I don't know now man and woman.
We get hot topic we want to talk about, but we got to put it tomorrow evening then.
Yeah. But anyway, shall make I just round up by saying, Mr. Alex, I appreciate you. You know, every time when you come, you always bring fire with you. That fire, they appreciate them and they always look forward to them. Because when they talk, they remind me of our freedom fighters when we don't lose. The likes of Nelson Mandela, the likes of
even my head boss. I'm going to scatter my head though. Thank you. I was joking though.
It's Malema, right? Malema.
My head don't big scatter here.
Because now I see. I could come back to you now. But Mr. Alex, the truth be say, you really inspire a lot of us. And when you talk, they inspire, they ignite fire inside of us.
Today is my day now. Why are you jealous? Please continue, man. Continue. Continue.
No,
continue with me now. Continue.
All of them they bring spice with una, and I really appreciate
all
the fact
of you now. I thought you were saying Alex just now.
Now you you I mean now you not be all of you not the whole person.
Thank you,
Mr. Nigerian, you know me, I have a lot of respect and I have a lot of love for you. Love for the fact that you're always here every day. You know, regardless of the weather, you're here. I mean, I respect your consistency. You know, I appreciate you for the work that you're doing for us and for our country. I really do, because you know your platforms like you give me so much hope. Like okay, let me just. I went to the store I went to a Nigerian store. The woman there said she never goes on YouTube, but for some weird reason, she found this platform. She now told me, she said, come. I heard you talking on one platform. She said, oh my God, that platform, since she don't listen, she's hooked. This is somebody, a random person. You know what I mean? So we don't know what we're doing when we're talking. I'm telling you.
They know us for America.
Yes, the woman was telling me that she heard me talking, and then she heard everybody was talking about
America.
I'm telling you, you guys are global. You understand? So I really appreciate everything that they do. But to end this all, make we learn to respect each other. Whether you be man, whether you be woman. Remember, so you go get daughters and you go get sons. How would you want somebody to treat your child?
No,
that's what you be.
To me, your Ledoshe's action cannot be justified. But
that's it.
Basket Mount situation is at the moment is still undecided because we don't know what will happen yet.
We don't know.
But two of them came out to end it according to his post. Basket Man said we both decided.
Hey,
we both decided.
Wait before you decide. Not what it costs to decide.
Well, me here,
do you know that both of them, information reaching me, both of them have not been living together for the past 6 months.
Yeah, and I hear that he was cheating. He was cheating on the part of the basket man that led to. That's what we heard, but we don't know. But anyway, that's been said. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks. I'm very happy that it was the man that initiated this. I really like. Let's have more of this.
Thank you.
When it comes to basket mount, I cannot really talk down on him, but I'll say it's how it is because now still my guy somehow. But I need to know what happened. My take here is that why be say all of them they divorce, they go. That's my main concern.
I'm telling you,
it's not a good thing.
Now basket they leak for everywhere. So that
no, not be like that. Basket man are good, sir. If you dey close to her, not be bad person like that. Oh,
now very decent guy. I don't know what's happening.
Nobody is perfect. Now
he's a very decent guy actually.
I dey close to him, so but
a member of the God mission.
As this situation just happened, so I not be my duty go they ask question, but I promise you now say we'll dig them. Know what really happened. Maybe the second episode will bring and come out. Siam, now me and basket man be that for there. You know that.
No, Siam, exactly. You know? So, but anyway, more than the more we they respect each other. That's so rich. Let's respect each other, honor each other.
Respect your wife, respect your husband, treat your wife well, treat your husband well. That's just
it. That's just it. Let's not divide ourselves. But thank you very much again. I love all of you.
Tomorrow 6 p.m.
We love you too. Omo, yes, Connor. We love you and your fire, your passion.
We love you so much. Make una join us 6 p.m. tomorrow. Now God, I go bless all of you. Now we appreciate you all. Good night, good night, my people. My brother.
Good night. Alex, Merry Christmas.
Before politics tomorrow, can't tell me what you eat.
Ima, no Ima. Don't worry. Ima Wogi.